everybody, welcome to The Gap, a new initiative created by the Studio for Teaching and Learning Innovation, in which students share their concerns and professors and faculty give advice back to the students.
My name is Peter Vishton. I'm in the Psychological Sciences Department here at William & Mary. I've been here for a long time. I was 2004, that's 22 years ago. So I feel like I've encountered lots of questions like this one. I've had multiple exams on the same day, and it's becoming very overwhelming. What is the best way to go about scheduling issues, especially when you might have exam conflicts? What is the best way to ask for help or get outside help if a professor isn't available or helpful? So hopefully it's the case that you don't have multiple exams scheduled at the same time. There are some systems that are put in place that you don't have two classes that meet at the same time, and most exams take place during regularly scheduled class times. Same thing with final exams. It is the case that if a bunch of classes meet at the same time, all of their exams are scheduled at the same time. But it is the case that you'll often run into situations where you have two exams back to back. I should first off say, it's possible to take one exam and still have enough left in you to take a second exam right after. So it's worth considering that that's a possible thing to do. If you have a big concern about it, one thing I think that will often come up, if you have 3 exams in a row, it's very common you will find that your professor is sympathetic to that. My first piece of advice is you want to, as soon as you realize that's going to happen, you want to reach out to those professors and make them aware of it. If you're presenting them with this challenge on the day of the exam, or God forbid, the day after the exam, I think you'll find people are much less sympathetic. But if you approach someone and explain, I want to do really well on your exam. This is a really important class to me. And there's another exam that's going to be really challenging that's taking place right before this. I think I would do better on your exam if I could take it at a different time, especially if you're flexible. I'd be willing to take it earlier or later, or at a time that's convenient for you to give me that exam. I think you'll find that many faculty will be sympathetic to that. Your professors want you to do well on the exams as well, so that they will try to figure out some way that you can reschedule that. They may want to administer that makeup exam, that alternate exam time themselves. We also here at William & Mary have the Student Accessibility Center, the Watson Center, will proctor exams outside of normal exam time. So it's possible to make an appointment with them to do that. It is worth, again, keeping in mind, I started with this and finished with this though, of if you find your professor isn't sympathetic, that, I don't want to take these two exams back to back, that's a challenge. And it's a challenge that you are capable of succeeding with, right? That there are times when we have to do hard things. One of the reasons you come to a place like William & Mary is to be challenged. It might mean that you have to do something on your side in terms of preparation. It's always a bad thing to try to do a whole bunch of cramming in the hours or day before an exam takes place. If you have 2 exams that are both scheduled at the same time, maybe that will compel you to spread your study time out so that you're going to be more prepared, maybe even leave yourself some time so you can be well rested before you come to this especially challenging exam day. I don't know, what's the best way to ask for help or outside help if a professor isn't available or helpful? The available part, I hope, is just rarely true here at William & Mary. If it is the case that a professor is not responsive when you email them, then it might make sense to try to talk to somebody about that. I don't want you to go, I don't want to tattletale on a professor and go to the department chair or something. By and large, I assure you all of the faculty here will respond in a reasonable amount of time if you send them an email, if you talk to them in class. That I will hope that it's an exceeding rarity that you would run across someone who's genuinely not available or helpful. I think if you're patient with them, they'll be patient with you. If you're sympathetic to their perspective, professors will be very sympathetic to yours as well. Boy, I feel like now I've talked about 20 minutes. You could have been off studying or resting or getting ready to take 2 exams at the same time. So I'll stop there.